Today is supposed to be hatching day, but unfortunately I'm not hearing or seeing much action from the incubator. So it pretty much looks like this may not work out after all. Oh my gosh, look at that. Blue skies. That is something we haven't seen for a couple of days. It was an incredibly yucky, dreary, drab, rainy weekend, but that didn't stop it from being one of the most beautiful and fun weekends we've had in a very long time. The wedding was really beautiful, and it was so much fun to be able to see and reconnect with a whole lot of family that we haven't seen in a very long time. And I also had an amazing weekend out with my sisters. We need to do that more often. Look at that, 4.5 inches of rain. Can you believe that? Just thank goodness that wasn't all snow like they had out in western Kansas. Boy, with all this rain, it was just one crazy weekend all the way around. We had a lot of stuff happening around here that the kids had to take care of and everything, and with that rain, it just made it a lot more harder for them to get things done. And so, you know, they were so great about it, and they did an amazing job, and I'm very proud of them. But before I get to all of that, I have this really hilarious story. It's almost embarrassing to tell you. Can you go get that chicken and make it quick, Colton, please? The other night after the wedding dance, my sisters and I went back to the motel room a little bit early because one of my sisters had to submit some work because she's taking some college classes and she needed to get her work turned in. So anyway, we did that, and then we had plans to meet up with the rest of the family and visit later on once I got there. So we got up to the motel room, and we decided we needed to get some, fill up our cups with ice and, you know, get something to drink. So we ran down to do that, and anyway, I had left my cup in the room. So my sisters went on, and then I turned around and went back and got my cup, and when I walked into the motel room, there was this strange whistle. It sounded like somebody was whistling, kind of went, or something like that. I mean, it sounded like a human whistle. And I mean, I just froze. I got goosebumps. My blood ran cold. I just freaked out. I thought that, you know, I didn't know what it was. And so I grabbed my cup and I just ran out of the room really quick. And then I caught up with my sisters and I asked them if they had any type of ringtone on their phones or anything that would make that whistle that sounded like a human whistle. And they were like, no, why? And I was like, well, I heard this strange whistling in our room. It just freaked me out. And they were like, no, you know? So anyway, we got the ice and drinks, and we went back up into the room, and I was just nervous and tense and everything, and they were kind of laughing about it because they thought it was funny. And then a little bit later, it did it again, and they heard it, and I'm like, see, did you hear that? So then I said, what is that? And they're like, I don't know. It's really weird. It sounded like it came from over here in this area. And I said, I know. And then I said, I can't stay in here tonight if that keeps happening because I don't know what it is and everything. And then my sister told me, she goes, well, you're going to have to sleep on this side of the bed because it's closest to where the sound is. I'm like, no way, If it continues, I'm sleeping right next to the door, or I'm going to go sleep out in the car. And they were all laughing at me. I said, now, are you sure you guys don't have something in here making that noise? And they're like, no, we're serious, we don't know what it is and everything. Anyway, I was just so freaked out. I said, okay, well, I have to go tell the hotel that there is something weird going on in our room. So that's what I did. I went down and went to the front desk, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's some weird sound going on in our room. It's like a whistle, and I don't know what it is and where it's coming from and everything. And then the lady there thought it was really odd, and she got this other lady, and they're like, well, do you care if we come up to your room and listen and see what might be going on? And they're like, you know, we don't have any other room we can move you to because we're booked this weekend. And I'm like, oh. So like, sure, yeah, come on. And then in the meantime, my sister came down and told me that they found out what the noise was. And what it was is my one sister was playing a prank on me, and just so that way I'd be freaked out, because she knows I get freaked out about ghosts and stuff like that. But anyway, everybody thought it was hysterical that I went all the way down to the front desk to ask them about it. I was so embarrassed. Oh well. Fun times. Anyway, on to the exciting news here. While I was gone, Sugar had her kids. And so the kids put her in the barn, and they said it was so rainy and so mucky, and there was so much work to be done and everything. They didn't do any vlogging over the weekend, but they did capture just a little bit of footage of the kids right after they were born, and it's right here. And here in a minute, as soon as I get done milking, I will take you over and we will look at the kids again. Neville is just full of crows today. Hey Sugar, how are you this morning? There they are. Aren't they just so cute? Got a little mostly white one and a little brown one. She ended up having both bucklings. We had so much rain that the whole entire pen back here was completely flooded. So the kids went ahead and moved a little bit up here on the hill where he's got a shelter back there. This is the pen that we're planning on moving him to soon anyway. Hey little bitty, are you enjoying it up here? Yeah. Here, bitty bits.
It's just following me around. Kind of just follows me around.
It's a nice little place up here for him.
Yeah.
He does have some pretty crazy neighbors, though. We got the chicks moved on to new grass, and they are loving it. The kids ended up not moving the tractor because it was so cold and rainy that one day that they felt that it was drier inside their chicken tractor than what it would have been if they would have moved it onto wet grass and everything. So they're loving to be able to graze on that grass now. I have a super funny story. I had to move over here out of the wind so that way I could tell you. But you see this little chickie right here, and he's got this bent foot. Well, Dylan didn't realize that we had a chick like that, and so the first time when he moved the chicken tractor, you know, he went ahead and moved it, and then the next morning he went out there to feed the chicks, and he discovered that that one was walking around with a bent foot, and he freaked out. He was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, because he thought he had left that chicken tractor on that chicken's foot all night. So he went in there and he caught that chicken and he took it to Brooke. And he told her, he's like, oh my gosh, look, I hurt this chicken. I hurt this chicken. And then she's like, no, that chicken's always been that way. But it was just kind of funny. And so what are you doing?
Trying to get the worms out of the water.
You're rescuing worms?
Yeah.
All right. So what are you doing with them?
I think I'm going to put them back into the ground.
All right. You're so nice. Rescuing all them little earthworms. And that one looks pretty much drowned.
You think?
Oh, he's still alive.
There's 4 left. So there were 6 in the water.
Oh, wow. Oh, how sweet. You made him a little hole so he can go back into the ground.
There we go. There you go. He's going. And he's going back out, I think. No. I cannot tell what he's doing.